What's going on, guys? Failed to listen. Welcome back to more Failed Thoughts, and in this video we're going to discuss something that I feel has been, at least for me, a long time coming with these Windows 10 exclusive, Windows Store exclusive, however you want to put that, PC games from Microsoft on PC. Now, admittedly, at first I was like, I don't understand why people are complaining. Shouldn't we just feel good, feel fortunate that we're going to get these games at all on the PC? And in many ways you could still argue that, right? I didn't understand. I thought people were just complaining to complain for the sake of complaining because people like to complain. I say that a lot. People just like to complain for the sake of complaining, whether it's to fit in with other people that actually have legitimate complaints over here, as opposed to these people over here that really didn't have any intention on buying whatever it is that they're actually talking about or complaining about anyway. But I think in some respects we've all been sort of guilty of that. With that being said, though, I think it's different with this. I don't think, once you start to dig a little bit deeper and understand what's happening here, what Microsoft is doing, you see the big picture. And, really, you could just say at first it's little things. Like there's no professional way to put it in this video. I can't sugarcoat what's wrong with everything that they're doing. The user interface overall itself is fucking horrible, right? The way you navigate the store is fucking horrible. Like, I think I talked about that. Like, I guess just overall, I was going to say the look of it all sucks, but like that ties in with user interface. The feature richness of it all, like just basic things that other clients have, the Windows Store doesn't do, right? Like, it feels like in some ways it's like a testing ground. They're doing something with these games. And one thing it feels like they might be doing is sending these games to die. Because if you look at Tomb Raider on PC, at least in terms of the Steam version, it did really well. I can't really speak to what the Windows Store numbers are, but I doubt they're anything close to what the Steam numbers are. And Gears of War would have done really well, probably 500,000 or maybe even 1 million up to this point if they had put it on Steam, but they chose not to do that. They're sending these games to die. Quantum Break, another one. Like, it's probably going to be a great game, possible game of the year for a lot of people, including myself. They're sending it to die because the current state that the Windows Store is in, the way you navigate, just lacking basic features and things that you can do on other clients, even things that people once said were garbage, like Uplay or Origin, even they're Steam in comparison to what Microsoft has with the Windows Store at this point. And you got guys like Phil Spencer. I like the guy. I want to believe in him. I want to believe a lot of what he says. He's in interviews and on Twitter and stuff saying, "Oh, we know that PC gamers want this. We know they want certain features. We know they want this. We know they want that." But it's like, maybe until you guys actually gave those things, you shouldn't have sent these games to die on your store. I doubt Gears of War sold more than like 50 or 60,000 copies, and maybe that was enough. Maybe that was enough to like justify them putting it on the store and whatever it costs to port that on over to the PC. I don't know, but as it stands right now, it's an absolute disaster. It is an absolute disaster what they're doing with these games. I think, and don't quote me because I don't really know. I don't own anything from the Windows Store. The way that the store handles games, PC games, right? PC games, is like an app. I don't even think that there's an exe. Again, don't quote me. I think I read that somewhere. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was something else. But I don't even think there's an exe. They don't want you, see, at first, again, I thought people were just saying things to say them and complaining just to complain it. But people were saying that what they've done is create a storefront where they control the experience completely, right? Like, they don't want you manipulating anything. They don't want you modding anything. They've basically given a console-like experience with higher PC specs to play them at a more godly resolution and a more godly frame rate, which is always nice. We love that about PC gaming, just the many different options and the versatility of it all, but just the fact that it lacks so much more. Like, the bad things in this case outweigh the good. It's a fucking disaster, people. It's a fucking disaster. It is. Like, I mean, I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I think it's in all of our best interests to not support what they're currently doing with the Windows Store. And that's tough for me to say because I want to play Gears, but they refuse to put it on Steam. And until they fix the store, until they allow us to manipulate and mod some of these games and just do basic things that we've always been able to do, I don't know if I can be about that life. I'm going to miss out on Quantum Break. It's possible that that game will never come to Steam. I could go without playing Gears. I would like to play the new remastered version with the new upgraded visuals and such. That would be awesome. I think I'd have a lot of fun, but it's going to be really disappointing to miss out on Quantum Break because I think it is going to be one of the best games of the year, possibly the best game of the year. And that's saying a lot because you got stuff like Uncharted 4 coming out. I know a lot of people are excited for stuff like Persona 5 and that. I get all that. I do. Titanfall 2 is probably going to come out. Watch Dogs 2 is also heavily rumored for this year. So we know there's not any Assassin's Creed this year. I almost want to like dedicate a whole video to that. But without getting too sidetracked, I just think that, again, I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I'd really think, at least do that for me and think long and hard about what you're supporting. I mean, if you just want to play the games and you're satisfied with what you're getting out of the box, then, you know, I guess do what you want to do. I can't tell you what to do with your money, even if it sounds like I might be trying to tell you what to do with your money. It's just a disaster. These games should be on Steam. I don't think there's no problem with trying to put these on your store. I don't think there's any problem with that. They're trying to protect certain things. I get all that, but like you're missing out on a lot of money and a lot of customers, people that would do great things and keep these communities going in a lot of ways for years to come by not putting those games on Steam or hell, even Origin for at this point, right? Like even that would be nice. So that's really about it, man. I don't know what else to say. Those are my thoughts, and I just don't think that we should support it. So upcoming videos, we're going to stay with Microsoft, but I'm sort of kind of going to defend them a little bit. Maybe not defend them is the wrong word. More so calling people out for just plain being retarded with this whole like, oh, well, what's there to buy on Xbox now? Why even own an Xbox? Microsoft has no exclusives and all of this different crap. These people are absolutely retarded for saying, and what's crazy is that like some of the biggest diehard Xbox fans on the internet, on YouTube, are also saying this now. Like they're starting to lose hope or something because these games are on PC. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to do a video touching on that and probably say many things that I've said in the past along with some new things, but it's retarded. And I also want to make a video at some point on VR and really touch in that video anyway on Sony's PlayStation VR and just how I think they got the pricing wrong. And I won't say any more than that now. Just when I get that video out, whenever that may be, I'll explain my feelings on that and just we'll go from there, and you guys can let me know what you think. So that's my video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the continued support. I have no idea how many views or anything this video will get. Again, I don't upload much anymore, but I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. If you're still watching me, if you're still with me, that's awesome, man. So you guys take care. Thanks. Peace.
That's my work. Not enough to last the night. Need to gather more. Dry enough to burn. I hope.